Maybe I don't want it to be us. Maybe I want to get the foot of Canada and become a logger and just retire like Wolverine did.
Yeah, and I think that is a good way to look at it. To just, I mean, who knows? Maybe I'll want kids later in life. As of now, I have no desire to, but I don't think it's that uncommon for someone who's 25 to not want kids, especially a guy.
Fuck, man. I saw so many people that I went to high school with, like having kids at like 20, 19, 20, 21, 22. It was like, I was like, we just have started like real fucking life. And I'm seeing popping up on the internet, like dudes on his second kid. And I'm just like, shit, your second kid? I'm worried about Taco Bell right now, motherfucker. I'm hoping that the Monopoly game comes back at McDonald's. I don't want any big, giant world shit to wrap my head around. Let's keep life simple for a while longer. This is fun. I have no interest in like being the person who's responsible for another human being, much less a whole group of them. I don't want to be your tribe leader.
So listening to you
I went to school with someone who had 2 kids by the time he was 20. 2 kids by the time he was 20. What the fuck? Like, your life, all of it. Like, you're not clear out of that until you're 38 now. And then you're on the line for college, more than likely. Like, God, that's like your prime years.
I think kids cost like $250,000 to go from like 0 to 18, and I doubt that even counts college. Maybe it does, but $250,000 could. What if that whole time you were putting that money in an investment account, or just an account that you could instead of having a kid at 20, you could be like, you know what? Vasectomy at 20. There's $2,000 down. The rest of that $250,000 at 38, I'm buying a Ferrari. I'm buying a Ferrari with my $250,000, and I'll get a whole new wave of pussy. Like until I'm 50, a 10-year-old Ferrari, still a 10-year-old Ferrari.
Those cars do not.
I just
get
don't
you
want
pussy
it.
Like
I just
you
don't
think.
want it.
I don't know.
They absolutely do.
About that.
But it's not the car; it's the money that it represents. It represents security, nice things, fun, responsibility.
Funny. I saw the video Kyle
Everyone
did,
wants that.
where all the girls like instantly jump in, and I'm like about 100% sure it was fake. And I saw another guy with a Ferrari try to like get girls to go out with him, and it 100% failed every time. Like he couldn't, and he was
What the guy looked like?
He was, I'm going to call him 6'3", blonde hair, good looking ish. Would be better looking if he was 10 pounds or 15 pounds lighter, but at 6'3". On a scale of 1 to 10, I'll 7 him.
I'll give him a +3 for a Ferrari.
I don't know. I feel like just like my Camaro has many times been like an icebreaker where girls will come up and just be like, "Oh, I like this. I like your car." They'll drive by and like, "Ah, I like your car." As they like ride by, and all you gotta do is flag them down and get them, and you've already started a conversation. They're clearly already interested. The car is gonna get you pussy, but the car is gonna break the ice and get them kind of looking in your direction to begin with, and then you can kind of go from there. They're not gonna fuck you because you got a car, but they'll talk to you because you got a car. And if they talk to me, sometimes it works out.
I have to ask, have you made a habit out of when you hear girls screaming in adjacent cars, chasing them down, waving them down, and then approaching them quickly for a conversation?
Ooh, I'm halfway there.
I've done something like that before. If they're like clearly like waving and yeah, sure.
Makes sense. I can't imagine. This guy must be so socially awkward if he can't get any headway with a fucking Ferrari. Because that is like you could be a little hunchback dwarf with no teeth, like little weird gnarled up hands,
really
and if you
so?
are worth a ton of money,
this guy
you'll have some success.
That it's guys who like Ferraris, not girls. And
yeah, the women don't care about the car itself; they care about the money that it represents, and some of them just
a lot
do
of
like
women.
Cars.
Look, I mean, just to say that women care about anything is such a broad thing that it's insane anyway. Like, what do men care about? Like, which men, really? So the women that I want to fuck, they like Ferraris. They love them. They think they're incredibly cool, and they want to go on a ride in one right fucking now. And that's all that matters, right? It doesn't have to be. She doesn't have to be perfect. She just has to be willing to hop in the Ferrari for today.
I want to.
I feel like you get mountains of pussy if you.
To the marriage thing, I felt like I didn't get a chance to reply, but like listening to you guys talk about being single was almost convincing to me, and I like being married. It's like, yeah, I want the ability to pull the ripcord and jump out anytime I want. I want the ability to, like, it. What? You guys keep making jokes and stuff. I don't get it.
No, I'm just like, oh, we went too far. Woody's gonna leave it all. He's done.
Oh, no. But like on the other side, like you didn't mention, like, I don't know, having a team, having a permanent team, like having real loyalty.
I got a team.
When you talk about,
yeah, because what sports franchise hasn't benefited from that? That permanent team that never changes.
What you probably have things in your life that are cool, that like you're happy you own. None of it, like, even comes close to kids. Like there's no project you've worked on or thing that you've created that even approaches like the parenting, aspect.
I have a Pokemon Red version from 1996 with every single Pokemon on level 100 and the entire Pokédex completed. You look through that game that took over 180 hours, and you tell me that I don't understand what it's like to have a child.
Okay, that's funny. But
ludicrous. You are so out of your depth, sir.
It's funny, but yeah, like the whole like parenting, like steering the ship, fatherhood thing that I've done just completely trumps. I can imagine maybe certain business owners like have steered a similar ship, to what a parent would have, but yeah, the whole like I'm gonna pull the ripcord and never like commit to anything huge. Like I see the appeal. I get what you're coming from. Like, hey, I always get to care for number one here. Like that's kind of what you've got cooking. And if somehow number one's not happy, find a new number two. But
a lot of eggs in one basket, though. That's what I'm thinking about with kids too. A lot of eggs in one or two or three or four baskets, whatever you want to do.
Expensive
I feel like
eggs.
It's a big risk.
and you don't even know if they're gonna be like grateful or not. Like you could raise brats that like are ingrateful and don't care about all the things you did for them, and that you made that huge, that you chose them. They may not appreciate it. What do you do then? What if you turn it like? What if your kids turn it like me? They don't like you. They don't come around.
You like your dad, and maybe
yeah, well, yeah.
I don't know. Maybe mom could have done better. I'm not sure, but anyway, the whole parenting trip, like this ride that you take, is a pretty good one. As a matter of fact, like the saddest event I have on my horizon is Hope going to school. Heck, we mentioned to Colin that she turned 17 soon, and he's like, 17, is that college? And we're like, no, that's 17 is just still high school. He's like, okay, because that's going to be a blow when Hope leaves the house, for everybody except Hope, probably. And
yeah.
But anyway, yeah, it's a real big deal. It's real life, and it's pretty awesome too.
How does it feel to see a kid like that? Like,
Hope,
just because it just seems so crazy that now you're on that place where parents are, where you have to let a kid go. Like, are you already struggling, thinking about like, fuck, like what am I gonna do to not bother her, like give her space? Or are you like, I'm gonna call you every day, like I can't let go? Like, it seems like it'd be harder with a daughter than a son.
To me, they'd both be the same, I think. But and it's not that I'm gonna call her every day or anything. I hope that she still stays engaged, with us. I picture her living at home in the summers and things like that. But what it really is right now, like, I don't know, she'll come home at like 6 p.m. and I'll be like, well, damn it. I hardly had the day with her. We pulled her out of school on Colin's birthday because she had a doctor's appointment and the doctor didn't come to the office. Like, the doctor had to cancel. And we're like, hell with it. We're pulling her out anyway. And we went to lunch.
I'm not going to call the principal. You don't have to explain it. Yeah.
And, we went to lunch with Colin and she was around for his whole birthday. It was a really nice day. And I don't know. There's a part of me that was just like, fuck the police. I don't have much hope left. We're calling a Ferris Bueller day right now. And that's what we did. And
do you let your kids do that much?
No.
Like, I got away with murder on that front.
Really?
when I was in high school
We had good grades,
and middle
right?
school. I did. I always had very good grades. But I would just, I didn't even fake sick. I would just tell my mom, like, because my dad would already be at work, and if he were home and I was like, I don't feel like going in today, and my mom would always just say, okay, and my dad would be a little pissy. But yeah, I think you should be able to do that if you get good grades. You know, little incentive.
Yeah.
Hope you be able to skip school more.
And you got to know your kid, right? Like, if it's like, Mom, I want to take off, but, you know, I'm going to sync up with Lewis over there and, like, get the notes, and I'm going to cover my bases on this, then I'd be much more inclined to say yes than knowing, you're going to, this is really going to hurt you in some way.
You think Hope is the kind of person who's going to do really well in school, avoiding, like, the party atmosphere and whatnot, or you think she's waiting in the wings for that college madness, you know?
I think that, although we've only recently done what I've been trying to do for some time now, which is like give her more and more freedom. I mean, Jackie doesn't like her at the mall by herself, and I'm like, Jesus.
Can she cross the road?
What? Can she cross the road? Yeah. I'm like, let's get this girl driving, you know, and like being out on her own. Let's get this girl like going places, doing things, etc. I would hate for her to go to college and that be her first taste of freedom. And thus far, Hope is a really a kid that most parents would wish they had. But I'm aware that if we want to keep that being true, then you've got to let her spread her wings in high school, because if she does it in college for the first time, like those are the tales of the girls that jump off the cliff. So that's what we're doing.
Yeah, that's a good approach. Well, she really has got to get her license then, if she's going to do anything out there. Like I can't imagine not getting your license as soon as you turn 16. That is craziness. Why would you do that?
I was the same way. There certainly are. She's not alone. Like, there's a lot of people that also feel like, it's a sense of responsibility they don't want. It's a budget thing they don't want. It's like I can do all the things I want to do online, etc. Just says Uber ruined our kids, but not in my area. I have heard Uber is a contributing factor. They can go and do anything they want, but my kids don't take Uber. I don't know how big it is in Raleigh, but
that's such horse shit. I hate that. Yeah. The kids don't want licenses so they can go out into the world and just explore, just drive around. That's like I still do it. I did it today. I drove around for about an hour today. I went for a drive. It was great. It was great. I got a little lost. It was wonderful.
Yeah, I'm completely.
I did that for a couple of days right after I got my license, because once again, I just wanted to skip school, and so I got allowed to skip school, and I didn't even do anything really. I just drove around the city, just enjoying being like, wow. I can go over there if I want to. I'm going to fucking go there. I don't have anything to do there, but I can go there, and I'm going to do it. And, just drive over there. At the age of 16 when I got it, it shocked me that I took the test, passed it, and then the lady was just like, all right, here you go. Here's your license. You get in that 2-ton metal brick and drive around with all these other adults. It was like, holy shit, this isn't safe.
Are you talking about the driving test or the written?
Yeah, the driving test. It was... Yeah. They need to make that a little more difficult.
She's passed the written. She just needs to do the driving. And I think she pretty much just signs up for the driving and gets to take it. Like, anytime she wants to, she can pull the trigger on that. And lately, her desire has been re-sparked. That she wants to do this. And there's a bunch of things she wants to do this summer. I don't know. In my mind, I'm like, let's do a little practice. Get your license. Get your license. You don't have to drive yourself to school every day, right? It's a highway that gets trafficy and stuff. Like, you don't have to start doing that on day one of having your license, but let's get it, and then certain things start ticking. Like, I think you can't drive in the dark at first for, I don't know, 6 months. I made that up. Let's just get that process ticking.
Weird.
Yeah, they're probationary drivers at first in North Carolina. So, there's a bunch of things that get rolling the day you get your licenses. They open up your privileges. So let's just get it.
So are kids, 16-year-old, just speeding, going 100 miles an hour, just frantically looking at the sun in the rearview mirror as it's slowly going down. Just, oh, fuck, not again. 558.
Like a vampire movie.
I don't even know how they define sunset or nighttime or whatever. It might be 8 p.m. all year, or it might be legit.
It's like dawn till dusk. It's like dawn till dusk or something, and